We're marveling at how an 11-year-old boy and his dad are recovered after the child was accidentally shot just 17 days ago in Suitland. Today, Caleb Henry got a visit from Prince George's County police officers who've been deeply concerned about him since the shooting inside a neighbor's home. Scott Broom was there after it happened, and he's back there tonight. And Scott, I've got to imagine the mood is quite different from that terrifying night.
Well, it is. It's remarkably different, and just a remarkable visit inside this young man's home. Only now are we learning how close this 11-year-old kid, Caleb, came to actually dying the night. His neighbor's carelessness almost cost his life, and we're also learning today about the power of forgiveness from Caleb and his dad.
How you doing?
Christmas coming early for 11-year-old survivor, Caleb Henry.
How are you, sir?
Prince George's County Police Chief Hank Stawinski.
We were worried about you.
Thank you.
The last time police were here in Suitland, it was a nightmare scenario. December 5th, Caleb had just been accidentally shot inside the home of a neighbor. Caleb's father is Mark Henry.
I was crushed.
Henry described the circumstances of the accident. His 32-year-old neighbor, a Purple Heart recipient, was handling a pistol he thought was unloaded while cataloging it for an insurance policy. Caleb was nearby. The gun went off. Caleb was struck in the chest. The bullet grazed his heart.
The victim in a personal car going to Andrews Air Force Base.
The stunned Iraq War vet instinctively grabbed the boy and bolted in his SUV for the nearby clinic at Joint Base Andrews, a decision that saved Caleb's life.
I always used to hold a grudge, so it was about forgiving. He did what I would have done if I was in his case. At the end of the day, Caleb is still here. They still have a friendship. He talked about harming himself. I helped him get counseling. I told him, I said, we love him, we'll get through it.
Father and son have chosen forgiveness.
He didn't mean to do it.
A Christmas that almost wasn't ends in joy and relief.
One horse open sleigh. And the sergeant is the only one.
Wow, so the carelessness of a beloved neighbor nearly cost Caleb his life, and let me tell you, it was close. He died on the operating table, and then he had a blood clot later on that also nearly killed him. It's just remarkable. This young man is healing so quickly. He was up opening gifts today. And as we just reported, both Caleb and his father say forgiveness of that neighbor's carelessness is the only way for everybody involved in this to move forward. In Suitland, Scott Broom, WUSA 9.
Scott, the neighbor responsible for the accident has not been charged and has not commented at all on this. He's a wounded veteran and a new father himself. Caleb's dad said this episode is a reminder that guns should never be handled with children present, and that lockboxes and trigger locks are mandatory for anyone who keeps guns in a house with kids around.
Right now.